Oh, I got one more thing. The other thing that's going to make this weekend pretty interesting is not a lot of sleep Friday or Saturday night. The twins have been up a lot at night, so you know, a few hours Friday night and maybe 4 hours last night, so I'm a little tired today. This is race number 2, and we're at the same track as last time. Except we're running clockwise instead of counterclockwise, which actually changes things quite a bit. It's a very different track run in the opposite direction. Normally I come out and practice on Saturday, but just with the twins at home and stuff, I decided to spend the Saturday with the family and come here just for the Sunday. So I didn't get any practice yesterday and felt a little slow in the first 2 sessions this morning, so that's a bit of drama. But the real drama this morning was that one of the racers ended up flipping onto his roof in practice, so I guess that's serious practicing. Just getting the car ready, just doing a couple things to make sure that the you know, wheels are tight, not going to come off, the oil's good, and that sort of stuff. So there's a good turnout this weekend too. There's about 6 cars in my class. Last time there was only 4. So assuming the guy that put it on the roof in practice is still able to drive, we'll have a good turnout and should be some fun, some good racing. So hopefully I can find a little bit more speed once I get going with the, you know, in racing it's always a bit different. You see where everybody's finding time. So I just got to find, you know, 1/4 of a second or something like that and should be good. Don't have windshield washer nozzles in these cars because the bottle tends to be right here, which means they get broken all the time, and you can't put them inside the car because this stuff is flammable, so it'd be super unsafe. But it's very cold out, so there shouldn't be any slush on the window today. So this car doesn't use a key. There's a master cutoff, which is like in an accident, you would turn that off to make sure that the fuel pump and all that turns off. And this little homemade panel has a starter button. And that's it. So due to good starts, the first 2 races I won, but I started last in the 3rd race and I couldn't quite catch. I was within a few seconds of first place, but second was the best I could do in that one. But it's pretty exciting out there. The track's fast, and with the studded cars, there's lots going on. So there's a couple pretty interesting moments where there's 2 cars coming up on you and there's nowhere to go and they're trying to get around. It was fun. I wrecked it. Oh, machine. Oh, there we go again. Oh, this is like Portage. Okay, let's not open that. So we had a couple scarier incidents today. In warm-up today, I mentioned before, somebody put the car on the roof. They just clipped the snowbank and it rolled them over. And the reason for that is the snowbanks are really hard. The snow is really crusty. So normally you want the snowbank to kind of absorb the car and just, like, you know, you get stuck in the snowbank. But when it's icy like this, the snowbanks become like a ramp. And then in the second race, one of the studded cars had put it on the roof in one of the faster sections of the track, which is scary, but everybody was all right. The car needs a little redneck bodywork, I guess, but other than that, it should be fine. And the driver was thankfully unharmed. That's the big thing. And then there was almost 3. Got it up on 2 wheels on a bank there, just wasn't given any room, and that's how shit happens, I guess. But fortunately not today. I was a little worried going into this weekend. It was Mike was definitely quicker in warm-up this morning, but had really good starts in the first 2 races and got a couple victories right away. So that kind of, once you get a little momentum, a little confidence, things just come more easily. But yeah, I came back in the last race and had a
good decisive lead and just never looked back.
By the end of the race day, I had 4 first place, 1 second, and 1 third place, and an overall 10-point lead in the championship going into the 3rd weekend.
So overall, great weekend. It was lots of fun. The track was awesome. It was really fast, lots of grip. It was pretty exciting. And the event was run super well. The Winnipeg Sports Car Club did an awesome job running this event like they always do, and all the volunteers did an awesome job too. And it was a lot of fun, good day. We're back here one more time, but we're going counterclockwise next time, which is the same as the first weekend. And then it's off to Portage La Prairie and Gimli for double headers. Portage is always a little bit interesting. It tends to flood because it's on the river and not on a lake. The ice cracks and floods, so it's more of a slush race, which I'm not crazy about, but maybe it'll be a bit colder this year and it won't be such a problem. Overall, I guess the caffeine and adrenaline kind of compensated for the lack of sleep, so I feel really pumped right now. So I think we're good. I'll probably crash really hard as soon as I get home, but so far so good. So it's Twin Dad Racing.
Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of the episodes.